think that it depends on who you talk to. Because disability is an umbrella term, it's highly individualized and can vary greatly from person to person. Is it acquired or is it congenital? Is it visible or invisible? And how does a disability impact a person's everyday life?
Things others take for granted as being easy to do are often inordinately difficult for those of us with a disability. Also, the disability may not lay so much with the individual, but the environment around the individual can result in being disabling.
As an individual with disability, as a mental health counselor, I work with clients on ableism, attitudes, social barriers, and structural barriers that may stand in the way of achieving things in life. And to me, this is an honor, and to be able to do this work. And to me personally, to live with a disability, I see it not as a tragedy, but disability is a journey of strength. Disability is learning how to work through stigma, stereotypes, and as an individual with disability, learning how to encourage not only myself, but others that also have a disability like myself. And so I am a proud counselor and an educator with a disability.
Being a rehabilitation counselor means being able to serve any individual who comes to me with their goals for their mental health, for their vocation, for their life, for their independent living, and also being able to serve people with disabilities.
For me, being a rehabilitation counselor means being equipped with a wide-ranging skill set to best serve and support any clients and consumers who may come to our offices. No matter what setting a counselor works in, we will be working with people who have disabilities. So having specialized knowledge and skills to understand and address disability-related concerns really sets us up so well to provide the most beneficial and competent counseling care.
Being a rehab counselor means being uniquely trained to work with all people with disabilities, so they can reach their self-defined goals. Rehab counselors are social justice-oriented, trauma-informed, holistic professionals. This profession offers incredible opportunities to affect change. Whether you're assisting a client who's adjusting to life after an injury, creating community programs for transition-age youth so they can develop life and career readiness, or even addressing policy initiatives for accessibility and inclusion in your state. There are so many ways to apply the knowledge, skills, and attitudes of rehab counseling. To be a rehab counselor means you see the world in a different way. You're constantly thinking of how you can create paths and opportunities for your clients, and at the same time, lessen the barriers for everyone.
I joined the American Rehabilitation Counseling Association mainly because I see it as a great way to stay connected to the field and to other rehabilitation counselors. There are so many resources available as a member. I especially enjoy the Rehabilitation Counseling Bulletin, which is ARCA's quarterly journal. It's important to me to stay connected to research and topics relevant to disability and rehabilitation counseling, and the journal has really helped me to do that.
As a counselor educator, ARCA is the best fit for me as a professional association. Being an ACA division, ARCA has strong ties within the broader counseling field, but it's really a place where I can connect to others who share my unique identity as a rehab counselor. ARCA is welcoming of disability and rehabilitation undergrad and graduate students, counselor educators, and practitioners. And since we know it's imperative for people to be active and engaged in these associations, this is a way to address policy and legislation, professional issues, and inclusion for people with disabilities. I see ARCA as offering a very strong voice and a vehicle to do that. There's a lot of great benefits to such things like continuing education on really timely and contemporary topics, an excellent research journal, and personally for me, the opportunity to engage in leadership at the national level. I'm really excited for the vibrant future of ARCA and the voice that we can have for accessibility, inclusion, and disability justice within the counseling space.
I decided to join ARCA because I love being part of a community of people who care and are passionate about the same thing as I am, namely serving and empowering and advocating for people with disabilities in my community and the wider community. ARCA comes with a lot of benefits. Some of those are just resources that you can have, things to read like articles, journals to really help you be a better practitioner. Some of those resources are ways for you to develop your training and develop your professional goals, even getting CEUs to continue your certification as a rehabilitation counselor. But for me, the best benefit of being part of ARCA is being surrounded by a community of professionals who really care about disability justice, about advocacy, about inclusion, and about counseling for all people.
Well, I wanted to join an organization where my future colleagues and peers will be represented in an organization that reflects the values and directions that I care about as a future counselor. Having that sense of community and belonging is very important to me. While I have not been a member of ARCA very long, one benefit I found is being actually asked to share my voice and have my voice being valued and listened to and heard is a wonderful opportunity.
I initially joined ARCA as a student member, searching for opportunities for connection and involvement within our profession. In the time since, ARCA has provided meaningful opportunities for engagement, leadership, and most importantly, learning and collaboration alongside some of the most dedicated students and professionals I have yet to come across. What I love most about ARCA is the passion that can be found in each one of our members who tirelessly advocate for and alongside persons with disabilities and speak up about disability inclusion within the fields of rehabilitation counseling and counseling at large. Regardless of one's professional status, for example, whether one is an aspiring or currently enrolled student, rehabilitation, clinical mental health, or school counselor, rehabilitation counselor, educator, or clinician, there's a place for you in ARCA to share your knowledge, skills, expertise, and experiences, and to help us move our profession and society forward. We invite you to join us in this endeavor, and we're here to support you along the way as well.